So let's waste some time in the dead dune and see if I can't do that. Yeah, let's just go to Ruffian. You'll have to excuse me for this moment because my mother has sent me a picture of a pigeon that's sitting in our living room.
This is a public service announcement from Monocula. Monsters are active during the day, so watch out.
Okay. Where's my bestie? Is she like around? Oh no, there she is. Hello.
Now we've got ourselves a shortcut.
Go on, pick them up.
Go on, what you got for me? Stylish. Ooh. I'm not buying crap, I promise.
See you.
Make sure you pay for your stuff.
I never visit sorcery shop. I really should. Alright, you've got some oil around here somewhere.
My fine selection of abilities will cure that. Can you believe it? There are legendary ruins.
Hey, little... I'm off to look for cruxes on Adonis's hoard. I got a knack for finding cruxes, though I won't hand them over.
Yeah.
Thanks for the... If you don't have any luck finding the quickest... But if you want to kick...
I don't have to find them. I can just ask this guy.
Thanks for the day, so you can...
That'll do.
Thanks for the business.
You off to search those ruins for treasure? You won't find weapons as fine as mine.
I'm looking for oil.
The desert's safer at night than during the day.
tea.
Take it easy while the sun's hot.
So the savior has appeared at last.
Oh.
I know you. You're that new bandit everyone's talking about, aren't you?
Well, I don't listen to rumors.
Ooh, look at little Miss Antisocial. Well, I'm Jameis, former bandit.
Former?
Sure, now I'm just a useless sponge soaked in booze. I drink a whole ocean of chaos if it drown my sorrows. I've been away from the desert for a while now, but I came right back when I heard about you, girlie.
And what do I have to do with anything?
Sit back and let me tell you the tale about my days as a greedy bandit.
Oh,
I'd do anything.
Well, no, I have time
I'd
for
pick a
this.
ruin clean and then go right back out for more. Even someone like me had a family. We may not have been related by blood, but my kids loved me like I was the greatest. But 156 years ago, on a day I can't forget, a day I don't want to remember!
Then don't. No one's asking you to.
Hold on, please. I've come all this way. At least hear me out. That day I had taken the kids with me to the ruins. It was just a regular day of exploration until those damn skeletons appeared. There wasn't time to get the kids away. Only one who survived.
Was you. So you've been blaming yourself and plotting your vengeance? Is that it?
You overestimate a drunk like me. You think a washed-up loser like me has the guts to seek vengeance? I just turned tail and ran away, straight into a bottle. All I could do was hate those skeletons from afar.
Yet you came back to the desert now. All because you heard about me joining the gang?
I did. You managed to open the seals that no one else has been able to do a thing about. When I heard that, I knew that if anyone could help me, it was you, so I came back. I've got to ask you a favor. I know you don't owe me a thing, but you're the only one I can ask. I'll get down and beg you. Just please, please, destroy every last one of those skeleton bastards. Wipe them off the face of the world. I'll never rest easy until I know that they're gone!
You couldn't save the children, but you think this might help.
I know it's too much to ask a stranger, and I can't give you much in return, but...
Oh, I'm gonna slay like a bunch of skeletons. Alright.
Never mind that. It won't be easy, though. You'd better be ready for a wait.
I'll repay you somehow for this. I'll wait however long it takes. It'll be nothing compared to the past 156 years.
Okay, well, I've been killing a bunch of skeletons anyway. I'm hoping, you know, that it builds up and I've not gotta just kill more.
All right then, impress me. After all this, these murals better blow me away. Or else I'm gonna have some words for you. We used to have this old rhyme, you know. Come, pity poor Etro, she was left all alone. Her blood pouring forth in chaos to atone. Queen of nothing, goddess of death, so let her be known.
And then Lindsay, in his wisdom, used the blood that flowed from Etro to give birth to the first humans.
Yeah, so we could do his dirty work. Among my people, Lindsay was known as a trickster, never to be trusted. Though, in the end, even our own god was no different. Pulse used us and threw us away all the same.
Yeah, I think we've all learned not to trust the gods.
At least it gave me the chance to meet you all. But then, after hundreds more years in Crystal, we wake up again. And for what? So Vanille can go mad listening to the cries of the dead? The gods want to make us pawns. But Vanille and me, we're done playing their games. It needs to stop.
Vanille and Fang. They once supported Cocoon in their crystal sleep, frozen forever in time. But why did they awake now, at the end of everything? What purpose could God have in doing such a thing? What sort of plan does he have up his sleeve?
That's a piece of a crux, right? What is this? All we get is some rubbish. Really?
It's no rubbish. It's the crux to the sacred gate, or at least one piece of it. All you have to do is gather all the pieces and put them together.
So, 2 more to go, right? 3 seems to be our favorite number. 3 murals, 3 shrines, and now 3 crux pieces.
Let's see this second mural. I paid for this show, and I want to get my money's worth. Hey, Lightning. What do you make of this, then?
It's the story of the gods. Or rather, the story of us. It shows how humanity was born from blood spilled by the goddess Etro. But we weren't made to live forever like this. We were put on the world to serve the gods, do their bidding, and then die.
But then the chaos broke through and changed the rules. Everything went pear-shaped, and suddenly it's like dying became an option. We became immortal, or that's how it felt at first.
You stopped aging the moment the chaos came, but misfortune and disease could still kill you.
And we don't multiply and fill the land anymore. No one's been born in centuries. You know, I always thought that death wasn't the end of us. Like our souls wouldn't disappear with our last breaths. They'd never really die. They'd come back. That's why I was never afraid to die for something I believed in. But now, I don't know. Dying feels like the end of the line. Like there's no hope of being reborn. Our souls will just get lost in the chaos forever. No second chances. I guess that's what Vanille wants to put a stop to. She figures this is her chance to save those lost souls.
This mural though.
Some gear or something moved. It looks to me like another sealed path has been opened.
Let's go ahead and check it out.
The souls of the dead, crying out in their despair. No one else can see or hear them, so it's hard to appreciate what that would feel like. Do you think that Vanille is hearing the wishes of the dead? Is she hearing all of their regrets and desires?
We got the second piece. Let's go find the third.
You don't have to tell me. I'm more than ready to get that door open and get the Clavis.
I think I've been here before.
The last mural, huh? And this'll give us the key we need to open the sacred gate. And we can finally reach the Clavis. Huh? If it isn't the man himself, the Order's idol, Benevelza, god of light. Death defiles the soul. Let salvation purify you. So the dead are unclean, is that what they think? And when Vanille performs the soul song, those bastards are going to make everything neat and tidy again.
What do you mean?
Don't you know? It's the ceremony that the Order's got planned. It's the reason they want the Holy Clavis. So Vanille can do their dirty work. Thing is, she's the only one who can hear the dead.
And the Clavis can draw the souls of the dead. Isn't that how it goes? So, what does the ceremony do? More than just summon the dead, I take it?
If you believe the Order, it's all putting the dead to rest and providing a salve for their tortured souls. That was enough for Vanille. Hook, line, and sinker. She says that she has to go through with the ceremony. She wants to atone for the past.
So it's what Vanille wants, this ceremony. But even knowing that, you have no intention of helping the Order?
Not in this lifetime.
The Order wishes for the Soul Song to be performed, a rite that they claim will purify the souls of the dead. If it might save the souls of those who have died...
Right, this should complete the crux.
Let's try it on the sacred gate.
Come on, the Clavis waits.
The completed crux should open the sacred gate. You've almost made it to the Holy Clavis itself. But be careful. The Order has mobilized its seculars. They may be on your heels.
If we get this open, we'll be face to face with the Clavis at last.
And who knows what else. I wouldn't be letting your guard down just yet.
Like I need reminding. How long do you think I've been out here in the desert?
I'm picking up a huge energy source from within the sacred gate. It's just like Fang said, the Clavis lies before you. It's close. It may have further protections though. Be careful out there, Light.
Well, I'm about to step into a giant room with a lot of battle space, so yeah.
We finally made it.
Yeah, we've gone and done it. No way to go but forward now.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Let's do this. So that's the Holy Clavis, the magic box that'll bring together all the souls of the dead. Damn, can you feel that? It's like some kind of force pushing down on my chest.
There's no question. That artifact is definitely emitting powerful energy. No human could have made this. Not without divine help. Either that or the gods themselves made it.
Hope, fill us in. What's happening?
It's the seculars. They're close, and they're armed. I'm sorry. They must have been hiding in the chaos.
It's fine. Forget about it. Fang, it looks like seculars have already...
Sorry about this, Vanille.
Fang! What are you doing? This is what you've been looking for.
I'm not letting anyone else have it. If Vanille uses this damn thing, she'll die.
What do you mean?
Damn this thing! It's a bloody curse! Yeah, purify the dead, put them to their eternal rest. All it'll take is the life of a saint. Vanille is dead set on going through with it. She'll martyr herself to the past and then... You bastards want to take it from me? No!
You have done an admirable job. The Sacred One will doubtless be pleased. Allow us to thank you on her behalf. Get the Holy Clavis!
You call her the Sacred One, but you're the ones who want her to die! That ceremony is not gonna happen!
Hear this, heathen! You insult the Order of Salvation, and in doing so, you blaspheme our Almighty God! God's judgment be upon you. May you repent with your death!
They'll get their hands on the Clavis over my dead body. So, Light, you want to lend me a hand?
You're asking now? Let's do it, Fang! Stick together and we can do it!
Time to go!
Time to fight back. Okay, let's go. I'm walking fate's path. Okay, gotta hang in. They took the Clavis.
Bastards! Won't open. They must have sealed it. Damn it!
We're not getting through that way. The sooner you accept it, the better. What's the deal with the Clavis? What does it really do? Doesn't it ease the dead's suffering?
Oh, it eases it all right. See, they get Vanille to summon the souls from out of the chaos with the Clavis. Then destroy them. No more soul, no more suffering.
They're just gonna destroy them all? Does Vanille understand what she's doing?
She knows it. Just like she knows it'll kill her. And she just goes on saying she's gotta do it. She says it's the only way to stop the cries she hears. The only way to save them.
And you didn't want to let her die like that. So you tried to get the Clavis yourself.
Yeah, that was the plan. I was looking for it all right, but not to give it to her. To keep it from her. I knew what would happen if the Order got it. Vanille would kill herself, for a lie! So I joined up the bandits here, and watched over the ruins, and as long as no one found it, I could leave well enough alone. Now you see why I came along with you? I had to make sure that the Savior wouldn't hand the Clavis over to the Order. I didn't even trust an old friend like you.
That's low. You even doubted your old pal Lightning, spying on her like she was gonna stab you in the back. But I guess it's not so different from the way I spied on you. I had to wait forever to tip those guys off.
You? You're the one who led the Secuitors to us?
Exactly, and without Hope even noticing a thing. Now the Order has their little Clavis and they're beating a trail back to Luxarian. I can't wait to see that ceremony, can you? All those useless souls purified forever in return for Vanille's life. Even the soul that was once Sarah, wiped away like it never existed.
When does the ceremony take place?
It'll happen on the last day of the world. When the final bells start to toll across the land, Vanille will face the Clavis and begin the soul song. Ha!
Fang, Vanille is going to die.
You never did mince words.
And I can't save her.
So, what's your point?
I save souls by granting them what they wish for. If Vanille wishes for death with all her heart, then I have to let her have it. I have no choice.
You're saying you'd let her die?
Yes, if she doesn't change her mind. I can't do it for her. You are the only one who knows how she feels. The only one who can save her from her darkness. You always have been.
All right. I get it. I get it, Vanille. You hear me? We're in this together, until the very end.
So from what I can gather, that's it. That's all the main story. So now I can just do whatever I want until the final day.
The magic that was sealing the door is fading away now. You could try to chase them, but the Clavis is halfway back to Luxarian now, safe in the Order's hands. Light, there's really no need to panic yet, though. They can't.
It's been real, Lightning. But now, it's time to go our separate ways.
Got it. Hey, next time I'm in the desert.
You won't see me. The gang's officially disbanded. I've got somewhere else I need to be.
Sounds like we have a date in Luxarian. Good luck, Fang. See you at the end of the world.
He's gotta be around here somewhere. There he is.
Thank you very much. I feel so lubricated once again. Though, my bearings do creak quite a bit after so long without servicing. But I suppose I am just a robot. A few creaks are only natural. I do envy you humans, who do not need regular maintenance.
Maintenance? No. But we do get hurt, and then we need rest and care if we want to get better.
Yes, but the humans these days do not age nor die, compared to a robot that will never get better if it breaks down. Yours is a life of infinite chances.
Well, now you have a chance of your own. So what about those friends of yours who need saving?
They are just this way. Follow me. I was able to successfully burn through this stubborn wall, thanks to my new fuel. However, it needs one more strong push to break through it. Everyone, I do apologize for your long wait. You must have been quite troubled by being trapped in here for such a long time. Do not worry. You are free now to leave. There does not appear to be a response. Do you suppose they are sleeping?
Are your friends out of fuel too? If they're like you, then they'll just need their tanks filled to be up and running again.
I'm afraid they would have little use for such fuel. They are humans after all.
What did you say?
My goodness. Everyone looks quite different than I seem to recall. Why have you become so thin? Did the many long years spent in this dry desert air absorb the moisture from your bodies?
These people.
My friends, they do not seem to be able to start up. If they have broken down, I will need to obtain new parts and repair them.
Bhakti, you can't repair a human like that. They're just gone. When humans die, they never wake up again.
Never start up again? But we are finally reunited after so long. I rationed my fuel so carefully, all in an effort to witness the end of the world together with them, my dear friends. I had no idea that they needed constant refueling. They must have thought that I had abandoned them here.
I don't think they did. They would have known that you were doing everything you could to save them. I'm sure they were grateful for that.
I thank you. Humans are a kind species. I truly did love these human companions of mine. Farewell, my friends.
Bhakti, you were the best friend these people could have hoped for. The light of these souls. They're the proof of how grateful your friends were.
Oh, I'm sorry, Betsy.
Forget these idiot bandits and forget fair treasure.
What are you doing?
Nothing much. Just gilling my sputs for hall to ear.
What?
Dutter do youing, wum-ass.
Hope, can you interpret this for me?
It seems to me like it's some kind of code or cipher, but I don't have enough data yet to break it.
Can't you speak normally?
Show knit. Of course I can. Look, I don't have any info about any treasure, if that's what you're looking for. I've got no interest in it. Buffet to you.
Doesn't seem like many people choose to live out here unless they're after treasure. So, what's your story?
Leave be Lee. The world's going to end soon anyway, right? If that's the case, what's the point in having dreams or working hard?
So, sitting around waiting for the end was the best idea you could come up with. Nice way to spend your last days.
Well, yeah, it's boring, but nothing I do now makes any sort of difference anyway, so why bother? No matter how much I might unravel mysteries of the past, none of these bandits care. They don't even listen to my findings. Troan even nigh to understand.
I get that it's hard to stay motivated when no one appreciates what you do.
I'd say so. If you get it, why are you giving me a hard time? Just leave me alone. I'm done with all of it. I ditched all my equipment in the desert. If you find any of my old things, they're yours. Take them away with you.
I think I may just do that. They deserve better than getting tossed aside by some sulking, spoiled kid.
Fake them, 10.
Speaking of equipment.
What is it? Don't tell me you actually found something.
Is this it? What you threw away?
How did you... Dad's loop?
Dad?
Never mind that. Just give it back to me. Now!
You want it back? Who was it that told me I was welcome to whatever I could find? I'm not sure I want to give it up.
Fine. I'll talk if I have to. My dad was a great bandit, okay? But he was also a great appraiser. He spent his whole life studying the relics in these ruins.
So he wanted you to follow in his footsteps?
No, it wasn't like that. Not at all. He taught me everything he knew so that I could become a scholar. He wanted me to be able to unravel the mysteries of the past. But then he disappeared. Never made it home. No one ever found any clue as to what happened. He left me, and took my only chance at becoming a scholar with him. Didn't have much choice. I could appraise or starve.
Is that why you threw away his tools? In order to spite your father?
It was stupid. I was stupid. I should have just done what my dad wanted and kept working to be a real scholar. But he's gone, and it's too late now. This world is nearly done for. But if I'm ever reborn, I promise I'll take things a bit more seriously. I'll give it my all. I'll study hard, and I'll become a great scholar and solve all kinds of mysteries. Or maybe that's too much to ask for.
You should dream big, and the first step to making your dream come true is believing it can come true.
What's with the sourpuss? You don't have a complaint about my fine assortment now, do you?
It's good enough, I suppose.
Go on! I don't need some uppity tourists making demands. Go somewhere else if you don't like my wares. Go on, get!
If you insist, I will. You're not the only merchant around.
That's where you're wrong, Missy. Far as I know, this is the only shop in the desert. There was one other fella, but he couldn't cut it. Lost all his drive to sell out here. When that happens, well, that's the same as death to a salesman.
So? What made him give up?
Damn fool. He bet his dreams on the desert, that's what. Poor old Ramon. He thought he'd make a real name for himself out here, selling to adventurers. But in the end, he lost sight of his dream and his business.
Sounds good for you, though he doesn't seem like he was much of a rival anyway.
Shut it! You don't know the first thing about him!
Didn't mean to offend you. What's there to get so worked up about anyway?
Nothing. Not a damn thing. It's just like you say. He was nothing at all. It's not like he'd ever been a threat to my business anyway. No, not Ramon. I'm done talking about him. If you want to know more, ask him yourself. You'll find him near that old camp in the giant sandbox.
Northgate. Did I not? Temple ruins. Northgate.
I was told the night is safe in the desert. I'm so afraid that I don't dare see if it's true.
Oh, the White House actually lights up.
What do you think you're doing, blundering around here and interrupting my precious sleep? You lost or something?
Just looking for a story. I hear that you once had big dreams of striking it rich.
Whatever dreams I had have been lost under the sands.
Then why stay? Why stick it out in the desert?
I owe it to my wife. She's gone now, but the one thing she valued more than her own life is still out there in that desert. If I could just get it back, I'd be gone from here and never look back.
What could be so important?
Her arithmometer. Back when she was alive, back when we still had our shop, my wife was in charge of keeping the books. I never was good at numbers. But my wife, Monica, she lived by that arithmometer. We're gonna have great sales this month. Next month will be the one for us. Plugging numbers into that silly thing of hers. All with the most joyous smile you've ever seen. That smile of hers. That was my real treasure. And then one day those monsters stole my treasure away from me. Everything ended. My business, my life. I lost Monica and her smile. Now the only wares I have to sell to anyone are regret and despair.
I see. I'm sorry. Do you really think you'll be able to move on if you find your wife's memento, though?
Sure as the desert's dry. If I could just find that arithmometer for her, I'd be done with this place in a heartbeat.
You should consider looking for that arithmometer. Help Ramon move on, and you might be able to save him. But Ramon's been looking all this time and never found it. It seems it won't be easy to get back.
We are each cursed in our own way. Is this the arithmetic?
That must be it. The thing Ramon was looking for. His last memento of his wife. It's broken, but it wouldn't hurt to take it back to him.
It's my wife's. I'd know it anywhere. The arithmometer that she so loved.
You've got your wife's memento back, so now you can leave the desert anytime you want. Isn't that right?
Like I've got any place else to go. Anyway, it would have been better if you'd just never found it. I want to say goodbye to the desert where my wife died. But I don't want to leave the desert where she lived. Don't you see? Now what am I supposed to do?
That's up to you. And if you can't figure it out yourself, well, then why don't you just think about what your wife would have wanted for you?
What Monica would have wanted is she always wanted me to make it out here as a merchant. Me and my shop. She wanted to help me achieve my dream of striking it rich.
I guess you have your answer. If you're going back into business, how about I be your first customer?
Yeah. I'd like that. After all, I owe you. You brought me back. You brought our dream back to life.
A little sandbird told me what you've been up to. You've been busy, haven't you? But is it true? Is old Ramon open for business again?
All I did was help him get back onto his feet.
Helping him at all is more than enough. The world's a pretty hard place to live in these days. You don't see a lot of people helping each other out. If there were more good eggs like you around, maybe this place wouldn't have ended up the ghost town that it is.
Someone's gotta be the first to start. Why not you?
Why? Because I'm a ruthless, greedy salesman. I don't do a thing if there's no profit in it.
Are you sure? For someone who claims to be a ruthless salesman, you look pretty happy to hear about your rival's return.
That's ridiculous. He'll be out of business again in a week, I'll bet. If he does manage to cut it somehow, a competitor might help me stay on my toes. I'll say this, my wares and my service will both be better than ever.
I certainly hope so. Don't let me down now.
Sweet. Basically done here.
Is that you? It is, isn't it? You're the Knight of Light. Perhaps you could help me where others could not.
That depends on what you want me to do. So who are you?
Perhaps you have heard of me and my work. I am the man who uses forbidden alchemy to create the ensorcelled machine. Alchemists investigate the very essence of souls and life, the original natural philosophers. Alchemy is an ancient discipline with many rules and laws. And it pains me to confess I broke one of the most sacrosanct taboos of all.
Look, if it's forgiveness you're after, why don't you talk to the priests?
I seek redemption, but no priest can provide it. Behold, the fruits of my crime, the sorcery machine that I created.
That's your doing? That thing powered by chaos?
I had a feeling you'd understand. You could see its essence, can't you? Please, help me. Help us all. You have to destroy that thing. Already, countless brave warriors have lost their lives at its hands.
The killings are not gonna end until someone stops that thing. And it looks like that someone has to be me.
Thank you. You're my last hope. Although I built the accursed thing, I am powerless to stop it. It's grown far stronger than I ever imagined it would. With each victory, it consumes the soul of its victim, and thus it grows more powerful.
Desmond. Alright, Desmond.
Bloodsport fans, let me hear you! Our ultimate challenger is taking on the ultimate foe. The scourge of the slaughterhouse has defeated every other foe. Give it up for the indomitable Knight of Light! Lightning, it's your time!
God's light is inside us. Life is a journey. Timeless. Here I descend. This should be easy.
Lightning wins the fight! She's queen of the arena! The savior of the slaughterhouse! The goddess of death is celebrating tonight! What a fighter!
Oh, how can I ever thank you enough? The machine has been defeated, and at last his soul can rest in peace. You have saved him.
You talk about that machine as if it was a living thing. Do you think machines have souls?
No, of course not. But that one, it was special. It was not like any other machine in the world. The truth is, my brother's soul was inside it.
Your brother?
It was my doing. Alchemy was the key. It was forbidden magic. I knew that, but I yearned to try it. I took the soul of my living brother and placed it inside the machine.
That's madness. Why would you do something like that?
When people stopped dying of old age, I lost sense of the true value of life. When I carried out that experiment, it wasn't just my brother who died. Now that my brother's soul has been released at last, there's only one thing left for me. I must pay the ultimate price.
You want to believe that dying will absolve you, but you know that's not true. It's the coward's way out, that's all. If you really care about redemption, then you have no choice but to keep on living. You have to regret what you did for the rest of your life, until the end comes.
And if I do that, if I live for eternity suffering the guilt of my crime, will I find forgiveness in the end? Will the guilt ever be lifted?
I wish I could promise it will. But either way, you owe it to yourself and the men who died, whether or not it brings forgiveness.
Did you drink my nectar? How did it work?
It didn't. Nothing happened. Bad or good.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. It appears that by mixing the poisons, rather than creating a new effect, they simply neutralized each other.
Well, it was kind of refreshing, but the effect was pretty subtle. It didn't lift curses or cure wounds.
Refreshing. That would suggest a positive influence on your state of mind, just as I anticipated. I still believe my theory is sound. It is a simple matter of tweaking the ratios of the recipe. I'll make another batch right now.
You want me to test it again?
Of course I do. An alchemist does not give up the search for truth because of one little setback. No, science must plow forward through stormy seas no matter what, and you will join me on this journey of discovery. There, my new and improved concoction. I believe it will be especially effective in curing the effects of poison. Nectar Mark II. Use it in your next battle and then return and tell me how wonderful it is.
Things look quiet here. You're not running any sneaking in specials?
Hey, it's you! Welcome back! You're not gonna believe how perfect your timing is. We've got monsters infesting the whole industrial area. Things I've never seen before. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade, right? So I've created a new tour, an extreme action-adventure vacation right here. Death Safari, a battle against ferocious monsters. I came up with the title myself.
But let me guess, no takers yet, right?
Bunch of wimps, these tourists. But not like you, though. You can handle anything. Why don't you go in there and kill all the monsters? Clean the place out. You'd be doing me a favor, so I could offer you a discount on the usual rate.
So you want me to pay for the privilege of helping you?
Did I say discount? I meant to say 100% free, no charge.
Okay, I'll do it. So all you want from me is to fight any monsters I come across. Nothing fancy, right?
That's the spirit. I knew you'd be into it. And yeah, just fight them as they come, but bring back any items they drop so we can make a tally.
Anything else I should know?
Just the usual stuff. You know how it works, no guarantees, at your own risk. Don't blame us if you die, etc., etc. Good luck. Hey, can you hear me? Congratulations! You just completed the Death Safari!
Security alert code Bravo. Security
You can
alert
come
code
out now.
Bravo.
I'll
An
see you at the
intruder has
gate.
been seen within a restricted area. Repeat, an intruder has been seen within a restricted area. Security personnel are authorized.
There she is! Nice work! So, how'd you enjoy the adventure tour? Any feedback for the next one?
It might be too dangerous for regular tourists. On the other hand, I found it too easy, to be honest.
Too easy, huh? I had a feeling you might say that, which is why I've laid on a special bonus tour, and here's the ticket. It's a special event being held in the warehouse district, invitation only. If you head over to the warehouses, you'll find Biggs waiting for you. Just show him the ticket.
A special event? You mean a dangerous event, right? I'm interested.
You bet it's dangerous. I guarantee it, except that's against company policy. You know, lady, you're a real inspiration to the likes of me. It's too late for me in this life. But if I do end up being reborn, I'm gonna grab life by the reins and make something of myself. Say, tell me your name. You know, just in case we meet in the next world. Mine's Wedge.
I'm Lightning, and I'll see you around, Wedge.
Hey, Lightning! I've been expecting you. Glad you could make it.
So you're Wedge's friend, is that right?
That's right. Biggs is the name. I'm in charge of the special event that we're running here in the warehouse district. A little something we call Death Game.
Sounds exciting enough.
Oh, it is. Tell you what, join the event, see for yourself.
All right, I'll play your game, but on one condition. If I get through this event and win it, you'll have to do me a favor.
What? You want more bonus money? Look, it's already a pretty generous payout, you know. Tell you what, I'll think about it.
It's not money, and it might be to your advantage too. But I'll tell you what it is after I've done the event.
All right, fine. If you're gonna hold me to promises that you won't even tell me, then I'm gonna add some conditions of my own. The rules are gonna be a bit more strict.
Just remember our deal.
Yeah, I've got it. You get to ask a favor. But only if you can win under the new, harder rules, all right? Did it, Lightning? You were so amazing in there. I think I cried at the end. Yeah, me too.
That's nice, but now you owe me.
Our deal? Right. Don't worry, I hadn't forgotten. So, what is it you want me to do?
Shut down the death game, now.
Shut down? But
I saw the skeletons in there. Those are the remains of other players, right? I know what this is for. People who are tired of endless life come out here for a last taste of excitement. People shouldn't die for a game, even if that's what they want.
Okay, people get killed in there, but that's not what it's about. Our customers wanted thrills, see? They were looking to put the zip back in their lives, and we gave them that chance.
I get it, but it's gone too far. It's not about fun or excitement. Not anymore.
Yeah, maybe you're right. We crossed the line and didn't even know it. It's time to put the fun back into our events.
Did you try my new nectar? Did it have any effect?
Yes, it really did.
Ah, that is wonderful news.
Except the effect wore off too quickly. It has to last longer to be really useful.
A simple matter. For the purposes of the experiment, I deliberately reduced the potency, in case of side effects, you see. It will be the work of mere seconds to mix a more concentrated and potent version. I'm sorry to keep you waiting. This latest iteration I have named Miracle Nectar. Drink it to soothe your soul and restore your psyche, meaning it will free you from curses, leaving you mentally prepared to face any foe.
I don't believe you. That's what you said the first version was supposed to do, but it didn't do a thing.
I forget that you are a mere layperson and need things spelled out. On that occasion, I was referring to the goal of my research. Now I am presenting the results. Anyway, do try it.
There's a chance.
What's the story with the box?
Well, it was given to us by a customer, but they must have forgotten to address it.
Why don't you just give it back to that customer?
Well, that's where things get a bit sticky, you see. One of our new lads handled the package. Said some bigwig from the cathedral gave it to him. Asked if we could hold it for a while.
From the cathedral, huh? Let me guess. That bigwig is tied to the saint somehow, aren't they?
How'd you know that? That's amazing. The new lad was delivering packages to the saint's quarters when he met this person. Never even got their name or anything. We've really stuck our foot in it now. The Order is one of our biggest customers. We can't go back and admit we took a package from someone there without checking it.
I may be able to help you out. I'm looking for something that was taken from the cathedral. I'd like to check that box. If it's there, I'll return it myself. I'll take full responsibility for it.
I'd love to let you take a look, but I haven't been able to get it open. I'm thinking it's gonna have to be smashed open at this rate.
Fine, I can handle that.
Wait, what? Hold on, seriously? You're kidding, right?
No, not really. Hey, is this the stone that Vanille's missing?
Oh, this rainbow sparkle, this sheen. Yes, this is it exactly. The saint will be thrilled to have it back, I'm sure.
I don't know how close you are with Vanille, but do you know why she cares so much about that particular stone?
I do. The saint confided the truth to me when it appeared lost forever. She told me that this stone, this very stone, was held clutched in her hand when she awoke from her crystal stasis 13 years ago. She claims this stone holds a special power. Every once in a very rare while, it shows a glimpse of the precious family who is lost to her now. I can tell she cares for them with all her heart.
Family? She must have meant Fang.
Oh my. You know of Lady Fang? Yes, it seems it was possible for the saint to sometimes get a glimpse of Lady Fang in the facets of that stone.
I can see why the stone meant so much to her. Tell Vanille I'm glad she has it back safe and sound.
Oh, I couldn't possibly give her that message. But you will have the chance to tell her yourself.
Huh?
The Holy Saint herself has expressed an interest in seeing you. And so I was asked to give you this. Here.
A key.
This is a copy of the key that unlocks the service entrance to the cathedral. The saint has no duties at this hour and should be found in her chambers. The gates are locked. But if you use that key that you have there...
Then... I'll be able to see Vanille.
Yes. Just thinking that I might get to see the saint smile again fills my heart with nothing but joy and happiness.
Very... Oh, Babel. Very Babel.
The hunter's up to something.
Why does everyone have these accents?
Lightning?
Long time no see, Vanille. You look well, and you haven't changed. You're just as I remember.
Me and everyone else. But you don't mean it like that, do you?
Vanille. We'd fought together once, a long time ago. We were comrades in arms in a battle against gods who toyed with human destiny. And at the end of that battle, she sacrificed herself. She turned into a great crystal pillar, rising from the plains of Pulse, holding a world full of people safe in the sky.
But then 13 years ago, she came back.
You again?
Oh.
So you two know each other?
Oh yes, we've been together ever since I woke up.
Right. Thick as thieves.
But Fang's not around.
Well, we woke up at the same time, and we were together for a while. But she left.
And you decided to stay behind under the protection of the Order? You must have a reason.
Uh-huh. There's something I have to do. It has to be me, and it has to happen right here.
There's a lot of chaos swirling around in here. I'd have thought the Order's cathedral at least would still be clear.
Yes, I know. It hurts terribly. I understand. But it won't be long now. You'll be free soon.
Vanille, who are you talking to? What is this stuff?
A wind of sorrow, the lament of the dead. Can't you hear their voices? Lost souls crying out in pain and suffering.
You mean this wind is the dead?
Yeah, they've been drawn here, one after another. All the people who died after the chaos poured through the gate. They've been swallowed by the chaos, and now they're trapped inside. I can feel it. All their sadness, all their grief. They're swirling around me. Every single cry feels like a dagger. Right in my heart.
There must be so many millions of souls. And you feel all their pain? That can't be.
Our world is being destroyed. There's no place for them to come back to. And there's no way for them to be reborn anymore. So they're caught in the chaos with their pain. They just can't escape it.
The Order believes that the souls have to be saved from their sorrow. They say the only way to do that is to offer them oblivion. Vanille's job is to call them to her so that can happen.
All of those souls at the same time? But Vanille, will you be able to handle all that?
I don't have any choice.
Besides, if she doesn't, can you guess what will happen? This wind has been building for years. Layers of souls, a black hole of pain. Try and imagine how much energy is inside.
If it ever got out, all at once.
It'd be the end of this world, and the future as well.
Did you run into a chaos infusion or something?
Yeah, but don't worry about it. I'm fine.
I'm glad to hear that. Oh, and Vanille was looking well. Don't you think so?
Hope, is it me, or do you sound happy? Does someone have a little crush?
What are you talking about, Light? Of course not.
That was exciting.
My secret.
So I tried your latest concoction. It worked well. Better than I was expecting.
That is most gratifying to hear. Then the name was well chosen. Miraculously, the miracle nectar works. I have succeeded, but I cannot rest on my laurels. I shall give you another task that is something of a diversion. In science, sometimes you must step off the path of pure research and hack into the jungle of commerce.
What are you talking about? A diversion? You're starting to lose me with your metaphors.
My research requires expenditures, flasks, Bunsen burners, liability insurance, etc. I need new revenue streams.
You want me to help you make money, is that right?
Bluntly put, but in essence, yes. Exactly. I want you to be a spokesperson for my latest product. This is the concoction that you previously tested. I'm rebranding it as the Nectar of the Gods. Catchy, don't you think? It's yours for free, and I can even offer a guarantee.
What do you want me to do with it exactly? You already know it works, so you don't need me to just test it, do you?
I want you to participate in the battle arena. Then, in battle, you must drink the nectar in front of the entire crowd. If all those people see how well it works for you...
Then they'll come flocking to buy their own.
Exactly. They'll see you drink the potion and think that it will make them as beautiful and powerful as you. Oh, how they'll be clamoring to give me their gill.
And it's all for the sake of science, right?
Science? What do you... Ah, yes. Yes, of course, for science. That goes without saying.
Sarah, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, I can hear you. I've been waiting for such a long time just to see you. But I'm coming home now. It's been a long journey, and it's almost over. I've got so many things I want to tell you.
Yeah, me too.
Lightning, you're just like I remember. We haven't seen each other for so long, but you won't let on that you're glad.
You're my sister. You know me better than that. Like you always tell me, I don't wear my heart on my sleeve.
Yeah. The number of times Snow and I tried to get you to crack a smile, but we never could. Except for that one time. You've always been like that. Even when we were kids. But Light, when you've done your mission and I come back, promise me that you'll smile for me then, okay?
Sarah was right. Ever since I could remember, even as a child, I always kept my feelings deep inside. But this time, It wasn't a mask, and I wasn't hiding my joy. When I saw Sarah, I didn't feel anything at all. It's like whatever love I'd had for her was gone from my heart. Sacred Tree of Light. On the very last day, the flower blooms.
You survived another day.
Right, we have enough days to make it to the end of the game now. And here's the thing. We've kind of done all the main story quest stuff as well. So the next bunch of days is really just going to be filled up with side quests. So you'll probably find shorter episodes and probably not even as interesting episodes either, but oh well.
What exactly was that white chocobo story? Light, you said you knew him? Did you call him Odin? Vanille and Fang turned into a giant crystal pillar, and together they held up an entire world. We were all supposed to be in it together, but in the end, the entire burden fell on their shoulders. So you see, they have to be helped. We don't have any choice. We owe them.
Listen, when the final day arrives, Fang is going to try to save Vanille. I'm sure of it.
And what about you? Will you try to stop Vanille? Stop the Soul Song? You know it's God's will that it takes place.
Have you forgotten he's holding my sister hostage? The promise of her return, anyway. I've got to do what he wants, or else.
Interesting answer. Some people might take that to mean if it wasn't for the threat, you would consider defying him.
Some people might? What about you? Do you trust me?
Of course I trust you. I'm sorry, Light. I didn't mean to sound like I don't. I'll always be on your side, even if you do decide to turn against God. You know that.
Alright, cadets, Colonel Ribbit is signing out.